You're looking tired, Gordon. How are you doing?
I'm dying. Not sure how much time I have left. Otherwise, I'm fine.
I see.
I am worried about you, though. You haven't been the same since we left the pyramid. Why don't you shave that beard off now that you saved Natalie?
That's just it. Did I save her? Or just send her to another death? It's killing me not knowing.
I do understand, Holt. But we have to accept that which we have no control over. I have faith that she is alive and well, somewhere out there. And that has to be good enough.
You're right, of course. I'll bury my troubles deep inside and do my job. Isn't that the expectation for a Starship captain?
I was hoping for a better opportunity to tell you something, but it seems that moment will never come. I promised to tell you the name of the being who is just as culpable as Frost. In some ways, he is worse.
Tell me.
You know him already. Yarab Zale.
Yarab Zale? We've known each other for years. I always thought he was a good man. Are you sure?
I am. There is plenty of evidence, but you'll have to take my word on it. We are almost out of time to stop him and Frost at this point.
Just give me something to go on, and I'll take it from there.
He let his ambition overrule his morality, and once he sampled that power and its potential, it was game over for all the civilized worlds and the Federation.
I'm seeing a connection now. Zale ran the experimental division over at the Janabra base. He was good friends with Admiral Mox, so it makes sense that a collusion between the two is possible.
Exactly right, Holt.
But the central question remains. How do they factor in with Frost and his technology?
As far as I know, Zale, Mox, and Frost never met. Quite by accident, a piece of Frost technology was discovered by a research vessel, Kepler. It was brought back to Zale's experimental division. To this day, I haven't been able to discover what it was.
Regardless, Zale was intrigued and wanted more, but he was limited to his base,
So he involved Admiral Mox, who had access to ships and a whole sector under his command.
And Mox began his search for more Frost technology. This explains some of his orders for the Antyllus and the Constar, among others.
Mox and his ships found more pieces of Frost technology, but Zale underestimated Mox's ambitions. Instead of sharing them, Mox kept it for himself
and used it to transform himself into some sort of energy being.
Realizing his betrayal, Zale worked with what he had. He repurposed an old facility and was gathering all his resources into one location.
And that is where Natalie is connected. She was transporting Frost material at the time of her shuttle accident.
Not accident. Murder attempt by Northon.
Right.
That incident really set him back. He never achieved what Mox did.
We have to discover what Zale's plans are and stop him.
And now you know why I waited to tell you about him until now. I knew this would be your reaction.
It was a good call, Gordon. Whatever pain I'm feeling over Natalie will not keep me from my responsibilities as a Starfleet captain. We still have work to do. It is good to see you again, Leader Daron. Congratulations on the birth of your son. You and the Queen must be quite pleased. An heir at last.
Yes, it is a relief. Thank you. And I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice, Captain.
It's not a problem, Leader Daron. I am surprised that you are unaccompanied. No guards? No staff members?
You've earned my trust. It seems I have a concern which no one else is taking seriously.
Not even Starfleet?
Oh, they said they did an investigation, but found nothing. I fear they're placating me in this matter.
What can I do for you?
You are a man of honor, Captain. Our satellites have been failing, one after another, for the last 2 months.
Are these low-orbit satellites?
No, these are the ones we use to defend our territory. They are located at our space borders.
And they just stopped working?
When your Starfleet sent out a ship to investigate, they only found debris. They concluded that they had been destroyed by a passing meteor shower.
And you disagree with that conclusion?
One satellite maybe, but 4 spread widely out?
That does seem unlikely. What are your suspicions?
We've been attacked, and this is just the first step. I fear our planet will be next. But without those satellites, we're blind.
I could ask Starfleet to set up some protection for your world, but it may take some time.
It is as I feared. It may be too late by then, Captain.
Fear not, Leader Daron. I will take the Antyllus out to your border and see what we can dig up. Anything more you can tell me?
We've had problems in the past with a group of space pirates known as the Hertab. They are more advanced than us and known to plunder what can be had.
Even knowing Starfleet's involvement?
Well, they count on rapid deployment and retreat. It's very effective. I fear for my people, Captain.
I will not allow your planet to be bullied anymore. If those pirates are responsible, or anyone else, they'll have to answer to me.
Well, that is a great relief, Captain. I always seem to be asking for help.
It takes a great leader to recognize that. You're looking out for your people. That's your job. Rest easy, Leader Daron. I'm on the job. Brooks, you sweep the area using long-range scans. Says Rock, all scanners on the debris field.
Parameters, Captain.
I want to know if you can detect the cause of this destruction. Whoever did it might have left us clues for us to pick up on. Energy signatures, attack patterns, and so on.
Activating scanners now.
Destruction on this level can only be on purpose. Whoever did this took out the eyes and ears of the planet.
Which leads to what conclusion?
A precursor to invasion.
My feelings exactly. Starfleet intelligence has noted the pirate tribe Hertab have been stepping up their activity, although this seems to be on a larger scale for them than usual.
There is another possibility, Captain. A rival faction called the Triel have been escalating their plans as well, and this area could be considered within their target zones.
Include both groups in your analysis, Tizrak.
Already on it, Captain.
Maybe one of these groups destroyed the satellites, not to invade the planet, but keep their activities out here a total secret.
It's going to take years for the said Tau to rebuild their satellites. That makes sense, Sharp.
Agreed, Captain.
Starling, prepare to send a standard data pack to Starfleet Command. Inform them of our situation.
Yes, sir.
Scan complete, Captain.
What have you discovered?
Readings indicate that the satellites were destroyed by both the Hertab and the Triel.
Both?
So it would appear. It is logical to assume that they have formed an alliance to their mutual benefit, Captain.
That does make sense. They joined forces and enjoyed the spoils together.
I have my doubts that such a union will last. At best, this might be a temporary situation, but it does make our task harder.
Based on the known intelligence, we still have the upper hand over both groups. The Antyllus is still quite capable to resolve this situation.
Still, there are limits. A combined attack by their fleets on us could prove deadly.
That is true. However, we could take those ships out from a range they could not retaliate back from. One of the advantages I was referring to.
Brooks, adjust your scanners to search for any moon or base of operations for the pirate groups. Maybe they are hiding in plain sight.
I will assist in the search as well.
Go ahead, Tizrak. The game is afoot. Readings on that small world up ahead.
It is unexplored, but it is registered as KLR-2.
It would make for a good pirate base of operations.
Agree. It would be worthwhile to investigate it.
Helmsman, navigator, take us into a high orbit of that planet.
Setting course.
So far, so good.
Captain, I am now getting a mental impression. There could be a structure on that planet.
Which leads to what conclusion, Sharp?
This could be a good location. The planet is clearly Class M.
It doesn't seem like a covert layout.
Seemed to me, Captain, it was suddenly there.
Any shields or excess radiation detected?
From what I can tell, nothing remarkable in its construction.
Starlin, see if you can make contact with them.
Yes, sir. I believe I can.
Thank you.
We're being hailed.
Put it on the main viewer, Starlin.
Holt Allen. I knew it had to be you, of all people.
Richards? Lee Richards?
In the so-called flesh.
What in blazes are you doing here?
Indeed.
It's been a while, for sure.
As I recall, you still owe me a case of Romulan ale, if memory serves.
Lee, we need to talk. Give me a time, we can beam you up.
My apologies, Holt. I can't allow that.
Why not?
I can't say. You're most welcome to beam down to me, however.
What's the reason for all this mystery?
Halt. Certain things require discretion. If I could tell you right now, I would. I will when you beam down.
Okay, Lee. I'll play it your way. Be prepared for a landing party in 1 hour.
I'll allow 2 people maximum. That's it. If you can't do that, this conversation ends now, old friend. I'm sorry.
We go way back, you and I. No worries. I'm sure you'll have a good explanation when we talk. See you in an hour, Lee.
I'm looking forward to it. Sending coordinates now.
Captain, do I need to say it? This is highly suspicious activity on the part of Mr. Richards.
I agree. But if he can shed light on the situation, it will be worth the risk. Keep a transporter lock on at all times. You'll be my backup if there's trouble.
Understood, Captain. You are certain of who he is?
As certain as I can be at this point. Mr. Hartwell, I want you with me. I'm counting on your background with first contact situations. I'll be relying on your opinion while on this mission.
Aye, sir.
Starlin, inform the transporter room. I'll be down there along with Mr. Hartwell in 20 minutes.
Yes, sir.
You all know your jobs. Stay sharp.
Would you gentlemen like any refreshments?
Not for me, thanks.
You'll find it's really me, Mr.
Hardwell. I'm just making sure you're all right.
And?
All reading's normal, Captain. He's registering as human. A healthy one at that.
And why wouldn't I be?
Lee, I need to ask you some questions. How the hell did you get here? Why did you choose this world?
I arrived by spaceship about a year ago.
I see. The last time I saw you was at Starbase 7. You were with that pretty blonde technician. What was her name?
Cynthia, yeah. Oh, in the end, we wanted different things.
Of course. Cynthia. That's right.
You don't need to test me, Holt. It's really me.
Lee, this isn't a Federation-sanctioned world. This whole territory is in dispute. As far as we knew, the Hertab and Trail dominate this region.
You're not working with or for the pirates, are you?
Mr. Tazrat, some of the bridge systems are experiencing power fluctuations.
I require a more detailed explanation.
It is my opinion that the source for this trouble is not the ship itself. More likely, it is a condition of this region of space. I will investigate further.
My scanners are no longer functioning properly.
Something is interfering with my station as well. This is not a coincidence.
Emergency scan. Long range, now.
12 Triel ships entering the sector, heading for our position.
Shields up. All weapons at full power.
I have to be honest with you, gentlemen. My story delves into one of those areas unfamiliar to the masses. But as space travelers, well, we've put ourselves out there, seen it all.
Lee, strange and unknown situations are practically our job descriptions.
Why all the secrecy, Mr. Richards?
It's more a case of self-preservation, Mr. Hartwell. I'm trying to prevent loss of life as well.
That's a laudable goal. But you seem uncertain regarding actual danger. Are you referring to us or someone else?
My tricorder didn't reveal anything unusual. In fact, this world seems like a good candidate for shore leave events.
That would be a huge mistake.
So the danger you are referring to is here?
I have to be careful. I don't want anyone hurt.
Is it the pirates? The Antyllus is ready to take on the...
No, they don't concern me. Come on, Captain, the answer's all around you.
All around us? What do you mean, Lee?
The Trial ships are maintaining their distance.
We've picked up an object.
A large ship has just appeared.
20 seconds until interception.
Channel open.
This is the Starship Antyllus. We are on a peaceful mission. Would you like to communicate with us?
No response, sir.
Red alert! Unable to escape. The ship is losing power generated by that object.
The Trial seem to be working with the Grub Pact. I recognize the vessel from the attack on Trandacia 4 years ago. We must not be captured. They will destroy the ship, then us.
I briefly scanned that ship's hull. Our weapons will not be effective with our power levels, as they are.
It's too close anyway. 5, 4, 3.
I've rerouted some power to the scanners. Awaiting orders.
There's no life readings at all.
And the power drain is enormous.
I suggest we focus on our shields. It will prevent us from being crushed or beamed out.
Rerouting power to the shields.
Switching over now. But we'll have only enough power for about 40 minutes at full shield strength.
Any longer than that, and we'll probably be dead. So, let me think on the matter. Friendrets like to live as long as possible.
Most life forms do, Mr. Sharp.
My supply running business for the sector was more than I hoped for.
You were selling to the pirates?
Yes, but no weapons. Medicines, food stock. The whole area recognized my ship. They let me do my trading operations. But one day, I got caught in the crossfire of a local battle. My ship was damaged, and I crashed into here on this world. I didn't survive it.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I was badly wounded. My life force was ebbing away. I remember crossing over some boundary, and there was peace, unlike anything I've ever known. But then I felt a presence. It took a while, who knows how long, but the words came, or structures of thought lined up with mine. It asked if I wanted to live. That moment had to be now, or else it would be too late. And I felt a moment of panic. But life called to me. I wanted to live, after all. Communicated with whatever energy was out there. If it could save me, please restore my life.
Mr. Hartwell gave you a full scan, Lee. You're in perfect health. I see no evidence of former injury from a crash.
If you scan the grounds in that direction, your tricorder will discover my actual body. The original me, quite dead, I assure you.
Make sure it's 100% genetic match. Lee, what the hell happened to you?
The Grop Patch ship has been aimed up into the planet's atmosphere. It will burn up in 15 minutes, destroying us in the process.
But why would they do this? We've already been captured, and it's only a matter of time before our systems fail completely, and we will die. What's the point of sacrificing their ship?
Speculation will happen. It is imperative that we escape before atmospheric entry.
Readings are off the charts.
Of course. The answer is obvious. Although the outer hull is too strong, what about the inside? It could explain why they try to drain ships of energy they capture. They don't want to be attacked from the inside.
That is logical. Scanning for weak points in the ship's hull.
I recognize that alarm. That tricorder is registering a deceased human being. What has happened to you?
It seems this world is a unique one. There's a sentience, a consciousness. It's very much a living world.
Do you mean the world harbors life? Or is a form of life itself? You died from your injuries. This world saved you. What is not clear is who is sitting in front of us right now. I think the evidence supports the theory. Incredible.
But there's always a price one must pay.
Lee, it's time for total honesty.
The planet created a replica of my body and placed my consciousness within it. But despite your readings, Mr. Hartwell, I can only exist here. If I leave, my construction, as it were, would fall apart. In reality, I'm an extension of this world, a living part of it, and the world tolerates my existence and mine alone.
You had died. It was the planet's consciousness that revived you. So why is it only tolerating you? I think it cost a lot of energy to bring you back. And since you were the first one ever to be revived, it couldn't know how hard it would be to maintain your life.
In essence, but the planet had known only itself, and it found my company irritating. It feels contaminated by my emotions, my feelings, my thoughts.
When it's reached the end of its patience, Lee, will it kill you?
No, it's committed to letting me live a normal lifespan. But it prefers isolation. It wants no visitors. This world is prepared to take hostile action to maintain its autonomy. To leave it would mean I cease to exist. Plus, there's one other factor. When I was brought back, my first thought was that death had been cured.
I see where this is heading.
I thought maybe there was an answer to the mortality factor. The planet read my thoughts and was horrified that if word got out, millions would come here to live again. I tell you, that will never happen. The planet would rather make itself uninhabitable than allow such an invasion. It seems I'm more than enough for this world to deal with.
Lee, there must be something we can do.
You've heard my story, and now know the reasons for it. And now, you must leave. To remain is to put your lives in jeopardy.
I hate to leave a friend behind.
It's all right. I have a life here. My needs are all met. The planet and I get along well enough, but as much as I've enjoyed this, I have to insist you leave now. The danger to yourselves has increased, and this world wants you gone. Please.
Do you have any family or friends that I can contact to let them know you're alive?
Keep it a secret, Holt. I don't want any deaths on my hands. This world wants what it wants. I'll be fine.
Maybe the planet will change its mind one day.
If that ever happens, I'll let you know.
I have a possible solution. We know that there is a continuous draining beam hitting the Antyllus. If we fire a burst, a deflector shield energy bubble, we will be free to counterattack.
It just might work.
The interior is weakest at the front part of the ship. Its mouth, if you will.
Excellent work, Daron. Implementing the burst now. Prepare for immediate action.
I'm tying the target points to the helm.
Phaser standing by. Deflectors at full power.
The precise target points transferred to helm control.
Confirmed, sir.
Firing phasers.
Interior structure weakening. A few moments more.
We are free of the draining beam.
Structure has failed. We can escape now.
Excellent suggestion.
I recommend that we bounce off the atmosphere. That is our best chance for survival.
It's the only option at this point.
That is a sound strategy. We can circle back and take out any pirate ships that remain in the area. Escape must happen if we are to survive. On my mark. 1, 2, 3.
Continue your scans, Mr. Hartwell.
Holt, you've got to contact your ship.
Alan, to Antyllus. Come in, please. Alan, to Antyllus.
I assure you, Holt, the planet is not interfering with your communicator.
I believe you, Lee. You must have encountered the pirates.
Arriving back at the planet. Scanning for the captain signals.
Transferring available power to the transporter room.
We'll need some time for repairs.
Strange. There must be some interference. However, Captain's signal locked on now.
Halt! You've got to contact your ship. This planet wants you gone. It doesn't care about being reasonable.
How much time are we talking about, Lee?
Any minute now, and remember, it can still kill you quite easily, even with you near me. I'm trying to convince it not to get violent.
Why won't it consider how you feel about us?
Because it's not human. It doesn't think like us.
If I can get through to my ship, do you want to escape with us, Lee?
I cannot leave. In a way, I am the planet now. I'm sorry, but this is my home and reality. Oh no. Hurry, Captain. Your lives are hanging on by a thread.
Channel open.
Put it through, Lieutenant.
Antyllus,
Do you want us to send down any additional personnel, Captain?
No.
lock onto this signal and beam us up. Now.
Affirmative, Captain.
Goodbye, my friends. Don't ever visit here. Send nobody here. Keep my secret. Let our friendship live on through our memories.
Goodbye, Lee. All the best to you.
It seems our escape from the capture vessel scared off the Triel. Readings indicate no ships remain in the area.
Rock, make sure Starfleet Command is apprised of our situation.
I will send a full report to Starfleet Command. We now have definitive proof that the Hurtad are responsible for the satellite destruction. A few patrolling starships in this sector should prove efficacious in remedying the pirate attacks.
Excellent. If we can bring stability to this region, we will have saved a lot of lives now. And in the future.
Well said, Captain. Threndrit worthy. May I ask what occurred down on the planet?
I said goodbye to a friend.